Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Washington Huskies and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Howie Rowe.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week and practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Indiana's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The transfer has it his first carry. Finding some room. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
on inside. It's Beebe. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on third and short. They've got the screen set up. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screen play on third down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the third down conversion and a new set of downs.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the first. Right down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's past the 30. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up. Running inside. It's Richard. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground with the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Williams on the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The run inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all. A lot to be excited about. Palmer, now you work on the next season and repeating and all that goes with it.
And it should still be good, too, right? Because winning that first national championship brought in so many good recruits, brought in so many players through the portal. You can make an argument their roster this year is better than last year's national championship roster. So I'm excited to see what they do today.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Morris. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. To throw, it's Hoover. The quick out. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
That keeps the score. Washington, 21, Indiana, 7.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. What a cut! Now he's loose. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run it from the gun. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Snags it over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. just going to keep it after the snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Williams got his man on the right. Touchdown, Huskies. A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Beebe. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the home squad looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Finds us back in the middle. He'll make the play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Richard. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gets the back moving. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. A pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
35, Indiana, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. He'll throw on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Williams to throw. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Hauls it in, looking for space.
Returner is tackled down at the 23. And your Indiana Hoosiers will take over. 1st and 10.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. To the air, it's Hoover. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. They just keep firing. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quick release on the RPO. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass.
It's so nice.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Fuck you, Peasy.
It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the
Goddamn
football. You're now
12
seeing this offense.
They did this shit on purpose, gave him Peasy for a game.
Back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Williams. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Goes high to pull it in. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Washington coming to the line with another first down. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why won't you just hand it off to this guy right here?
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew...
There's some room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Now on the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Hoosiers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Beebe. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Fires left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The run inside. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Calls his own number. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hands it off on the counter. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They boot it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.